Hey class, good morning. I hope your semester's off to a great start. Just wanted to send out a quick announcement at the beginning of the week because the deadline for chapter one is fast approaching. I just want to say, really start off by saying most of you guys are working great. You're actively participating, you're logging in regularly. I can see that you're making forward progress on your assignments. So I just want to I guess, commend you on your efforts with that. I also wanted to remind you that in your modules tab under the Start Here module, there is a course schedule, and this course schedule has obviously chapter deadline dates. Everyone submitted their Start Here module successfully by January 24th, so I thought that was great. It let me know as the instructor that you guys got in, you understood the policies and procedures that were going on within the course, and you completed your Start Here quiz. So all in all, that first week of school went really well. Now what's happened is we're approaching this Wednesday, February 7th deadline date. And I just feel as an instructor that it's my responsibility to kind of reiterate the requirements on these assignments. They're all available to you beginning on the first day of class. So at this point, you guys have had about 3 weeks to be working on your assignments. You can progress through these assignments as quickly as you would like. So just because there is a set deadline date for Wednesday, February 7th, it does not mean that you have to wait until Wednesday, February 7th to submit your chapter one assignments. Actually, what it means is that's the end all be all date for chapter one material. So this course is considered basically a completion course. It satisfies your TSI requirements. So with that being stated, the only way that you're able to complete is if you progressively move between the modules successfully. So I give about 3.5 to 4 weeks on each individual module for you guys to work at your own pace to get through the assignments. So what I would encourage you to do is if you have not already taken your chapter one post-test, start actively working on your chapter one assignments and try to take that chapter one post-test sometime this week for 2 reasons. Number one is if you happen not to score that minimum required score of 70%, it gives you an opportunity to retest. Remember, on your chapter assignments, you're allowed to retest as many times as you need to successfully complete the module before the deadline date. So I'm going to pull up my calendar here, and if you'll look over here on this side of your screen, you'll notice, of course, next week, deadline is, I believe, February 7th, so it's on a Wednesday. So the last day for me to reset a chapter one post-test is going to be on the 5th, which means that if you take your chapter one post-test on or before February 5th, then you will have another opportunity on February 6th to retake your post-test exam. If you wait until February 6th to retake your post-test exam, then your chapter one post-test will not be reset. If it's not reset and you do not earn that minimum score of 70%, then you have not completed chapter one module material, and therefore you will not be able to move on to chapter two. Now, I want to do a hypothetical here. Hypothetically, let's just say that you wait or delay until the last minute to complete your assignments, and you do not successfully complete chapter one assignments by February 7th, by the deadline date. What's going to happen to you? Well, within the course, it talks about meeting deadline dates and consequences for not meeting deadline dates. So I just want to go to that page real quick and remind you that you need to go back and read through this, because basically what's going to happen is your enrollment in Canvas and My Math Lab is going to be concluded, and you will not be allowed to continue within the course, which means you will no longer be active in the course, no longer be allowed to make further progress, things like that. So with that being said, I just want to encourage you. I don't want this to be, that I'm getting on to you or you feel like, I'm threatening you, because that's not what it's intended for. It's really just intended more to make you aware of the procedures and the policies of the course, and just kind of reiterate that now that 2 or 3 weeks have went by probably since you've looked at this module. What you probably need to do this week is, if you haven't already done chapter one material, go ahead and make sure that you're setting aside time, specific time, to complete your requirements. I'm going to be checking pretty much every probably 48 hours to see who's completed chapter 1, who has not completed chapter 1, so on and so forth. And I will probably be sending out some reminder emails since it is the very first chapter, just to remind you, hey, don't forget about the deadline date. So if you have any questions, any individual questions that you feel like maybe is not clearly stated in the StarTerm module or is not clearly stated in this video, please feel free to email me through your Canvas inbox and just let me know. Remember, I do not check the discussion boards regularly. Those are for student interactions pretty much, but I do check my Canvas inbox very regularly. So if you need to contact me for any type of pressing issue, remember that's the form of communication that you need to utilize is your Canvas inbox. I wish you the very best as you work to complete your chapter 1 assignments. And just remember that I'm here to assist you should you need anything. I hope you guys have a great week.